Hey everybody, this is James with WSTrades.com. Want to provide an update here on Robinhood and Indonesia Energy Corp. Taking a look at Robinhood here, down 3.75% on the day. There was a big move down after hours yesterday after the earnings information was released. Some stories here today, a couple price target cuts. Barclays, went all the way from $42 down to $12. Keeping an equal weight rating. So that was a massive $30 cut there. And then Piper Sandler adjusts the price target from $17 down to $13. So not as drastic as a cut there, but still a cut, but a neutral rating kept there. So a couple price target adjustments there for Robinhood after the earnings and after the massive move down. Let's take a look here at some of the price action. So you can see here, the thing was already starting to sell off. On Wednesday, you can see it was peaking up around 1360 or so, and then it started this move down into earnings. And then once that information came out, huge sell-off, sold all the way down to about 977, and that's where the buyers stepped in there and started liking that price. You can see in pre-market, it started to rally up, and then a huge bullish engulf candle here as the market opened today. Let's take a look at some larger time frames here. Let's take a look at the 1 hour chart. And yeah, on the 1 hour time frame, pretty much in a downtrend overall with some pretty big moves here towards the tail end of the chart. Let's check out the daily time frame. Yeah, and the daily time frame also in a downtrend. So looking at this larger time frame here, RSI is busted pretty badly down here below 20. And since it made a move down here on October 21st below the 21-day EMA, this 21-day EMA on this time frame has definitely been dynamic resistance. So what I would like to see here is this thing tick up and make a move back towards this 21-day EMA. I'm going to need to see that level get broken because right now it cannot get through it. It's for a long time it's been unable to get through it. You can see it got here pretty close here on November 8th, but then another big move down. So just making lower lows, lower highs here for the most part on this chart. So yeah, if this thing ticks back up here towards that 21-day EMA, I'm going to be looking there. If it approaches it and then starts to sell off, that's going to be a good short entry for me. If it can bust through it, that would be a good sign. And then I would be looking for maybe this thing to start making some higher lows. But yeah, that 21-day EMA is going to have to be broken through first. Let's take a look here at ticker INDO or Indonesia Energy Corp. Going to head into the 15-minute chart here. And yeah, you can see this thing was trading below about $4, just bleeding out a little bit here. And then this massive explosion yesterday. And then into after hours trading, it was just kind of chopping around in between $7 and $5 pre-market here as well. And you can see as the market opened today, this thing had a nice candle, got stomped down, and is starting to sell off back towards this 21-day EMA here. Let's zoom out a bit and take a look at the 1 hour time frame. So yeah, on the 1 hour time frame, it wasn't really doing a ton. It made a nice little run here and got above $4 for a second, but then sold below that and dragged all the way down here to 261. So this thing was pretty tight for a while on this time frame, and then it made a nice move up, but quickly gave the gains back, and then this massive explosion here. So on this time frame, you can see it's rejecting the 21 pretty well here. Into after hours trading yesterday and early today, it pulled right back to that 21, but you've got several candles there rejecting that. So that appears to be a key level, like it wants to be a dynamic support level on this time frame. Let's check out the daily chart. Yeah, daily chart is pretty insane. Overall on this chart, this thing was just slowly bleeding out, and in a downtrend, you can see a peak at the beginning of this chart about $9.25, and then it was just kind of slowly bleeding out, working its way down until yesterday with this massive candle, and then today gap up and still up 14% on the day from where it closed yesterday. So looking at this daily time frame, it looks like it is primed to pull back. That's what I would expect here. RSI is overbought, up around 75, 76 right now. So I would look for this thing to pull back and give some of these gains, and maybe keep an eye here around 440 or 450 to this candle right here, as this thing kind of cools off and comes back to earth, I would maybe be looking around that 450 level, see if it can give back some of those gains, sell off to that point, and then see if it's going to bounce. Because right now it is above the 21-day EMA with this massive candle here and this massive move up. But you can see this giant wick sticking out here. So you can see this thing pumped to above 9. And then the sellers came in and really crushed it and left that wick sticking out. So again, in the short term, I expect this thing to retrace. I mean, this thing is up now 21%. So I would look for it to come back down and maybe keep an eye here around this 450 level. But I'll continue to keep you guys updated on Robinhood and Indonesia Energy Corp. Please like this video. Please also subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed. Hit that notification bell. Appreciate you guys for taking the time to watch this. Talk to you soon.